In this week's episode of Working with Evernote, it's all about sharing meeting notes with somebody who doesn't use Evernote. Hello and welcome to this episode 75 of my Working with Evernote series. My name is Carl Pauline, and in this week's episode I want to show you how you can share meeting notes or any other kind of notes for that matter with your work colleagues or your family or your friends if they are not using Evernote. This is one of those features that actually, when you think about it, is perfectly logical, and yet quite often we just don't even think about it. And something I came across, actually I'm really sorry, I cannot remember the video I watched, but I do quite a lot of research throughout the week on ideas for these episodes, and I came across a video, somebody showing how to share their meeting notes. And if you're watching this episode, I really do apologize, I cannot remember where I saw this video, but anyway, whoever you are, thank you for the tip. But basically, if you're taking notes and you're adding stuff into it and there's some action tasks that other people need to do, what you can do is you can actually create a note in Evernote and then use Evernote's sharing feature to share the note. What happens then is they can open up the note on the internet, on the web, and then they can see all the things that are in there. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this week's episode. Before we go into Evernote though, I just would like to ask, if you like this video, please click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. Okay, let's get straight into Evernote and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so here is the note that I created before we started this recording, just to save some time. So the title of the note is Meeting 29th of October 2017, FES Online Business English Course Program. And here's what we want to discuss, or what we did discuss, or other questions that wanted answering, whatever you want to add in there. I said I would talk to HR about the possibility of our client companies subscribing to the content online. And Jane is going to review our existing courses. So there's a few checklists there, like here, clickable checklist. And I've also got the date of our next meeting highlighted here at the bottom. So this is basically a nice, simple meeting note. Maybe your note's going to be much longer. It doesn't really matter. Now, as you can see up here, I've actually shared this with one person and discussed in one chat. This is simply because I wanted to make sure it worked before we did this video. So you can ignore that for now. So that's up here, all done, ready to go. Now, when you go to the share option here, you've got a few things. Now, if you share a note, then what's going to happen, it's going to bring up a dialog box like this. Now, the thing is, you don't want to be using this method unless the person already has an Evernote account. The reason being is this is going to ask them to open an Evernote account if they don't have one, and that's not necessarily what you want to do, because most people would not do that. So I wouldn't use that option if you're sharing this with somebody who doesn't have an Evernote account. What you want to do is to copy the public link. Now you do, by the way, you do have an option here, LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter, if you want to share it publicly that way. But here, what you want to do is the copy public link. So when you click on that, nothing is going to happen. Okay, but what you can do then is you can email that note to your colleagues. So I've got my Newton here. I can command new. Let's just do that to Carl Pauline, and I can just send meeting notes, and then I can just type in that, and bang, off it goes. And that's it. That's all I need to do, but that can save us some time there. But if I go into my, I'll just paste that copy note link in there, click on that, and this is just going to open up the Evernote. Now, there you go. It's asking me to sign in or sign up. It doesn't really matter. So this is a public note, but the beauty of it is, look what I can do. We've got all my tasks here for Jane or for Christine. It's all here. Now, admittedly, you can't actually click them to say that you've done unless they've opened up an account. But this is just a great way of sending your meeting notes, and it does look so nice in your Evernote, on the Evernote on web. They can't see anything else in your notes. They just say this particular note. Of course, if they are Evernote account user, they can save it to Evernote. But this is just a fantastic way of sharing your Evernote notes to people who may not be using Evernote. So there you go. Hopefully you found this particular episode useful. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week.